Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something sitting right there in your bathroom, something we use completely unquestioningly, especially when it comes in a beautiful bottle with a pretty hefty price tag. We're going to unpack the surprising and frankly kinda unsettling truth about luxury cosmetic safety, and we'll explore the hidden biological dangers that have actually prompted some massive industry recalls recently.
Okay, let's dive into this. When you walk into a high-end salon or browse the premium aisle at a beauty retailer, you probably have a built-in assumption, right? I mean, we all do. We tend to believe that dropping top dollar on a salon-grade product means perfect quality control and absolute safety. But does a $52 price tag actually guarantee that your shampoo is bacteria-free? Well, as we're about to see from recent data, the answer is a resounding no.
Section 1. The Luxury Safety Myth. High prices, hidden contaminants.
To really break down this illusion of safety, let's talk about $52. That is the starting retail price for a standard 8.5-ounce bottle of Orib's Serene Scalp Densifying Shampoo. You know the one. It's packaged in this gorgeous purple bottle, sold nationwide in premium salons and retailers all across the US and Canada. You're paying for an experience. But in July 2026, the manufacturer, KO USA, had to issue a voluntary recall for this exact product. Why? Because it tested positive for a dangerous bacterial contamination. It's a stark contrast, isn't it? The premium cost of the luxury product versus the gross reality of a bacterial recall.
Section 2. Two major shampoo recalls, an industry-wide vulnerability.
Now, I want to emphasize that this Oribe situation isn't just an isolated incident, and this brilliantly illustrates the scope of the problem. On one side, we have KO USA's luxury Oribe shampoo recalled in July 2026. But on the other side, we have Henkel, a massive German manufacturer who recalled their Tech Italy shampoo for dry and damaged hair just a few months prior in March 2026. Both are high-end, both rely on a pristine reputation, yet both a luxury consumer product and a professional salon exclusive fell victim to the exact same type of contamination that totally bypassed their safety protocols.
Let's look at the logistics here to really grasp the scale of this. So we have Oribe, manufactured by KO USA, distributing its Serene Scalp line directly to consumers via US and Canadian retailers. Then we have Tech Italy, manufactured by Henkel. Now this one was distributed strictly to salons via US distributors like CNR Beauty and Vero Beauty. In the Tech Italy case, over 1,000 units, 1,068 to be exact, were shipped from a facility in Mexico to the US, and every single one of those units was completely compromised. Literally thousands of bottles across two different luxury brands, just pulled right off the shelves.
Section 3. Meet the bacteria, stubborn biology in your bottle.
So, what exactly is getting into these formulas? Let's demystify the science for a second and look at the highly stubborn pathogens involved here. The culprit behind the July 2026 KO USA recall is a bacteria called Pleurolecter gergoviae. Try saying that 3 times fast. This organism was found hiding right inside those premium purple bottles. And this isn't just your run-of-the-mill germ. It's a known repeat offender in the cosmetic industry. Why? Because of how it reacts, or rather totally doesn't react to the chemicals meant to kill it. Let's move to and see how this builds on the March Henkel recall. The bacterium found in the Tech Italy shampoo was Klebsiella oxytoca. Now this is a bacterium that's actually commonly found in the human intestinal tract. Yeah, but here is the severe biological threat. While it's normal in your gut, it is highly dangerous if it finds its way into other parts of the body. And think about it, that can easily happen when you're vigorously scrubbing it into your scalp or accidentally getting it in your eyes or mouth in the shower.
But how does this even happen? How do bacteria survive inside a soap? Well, take a look at this insight from Milbeck Microbiology. They note that Pleurolecter gergoviae literally, and I quote, resists many common preservatives used across the personal care industry, which lets it thrive in products designed to remain microbiologically stable. The bacteria basically just shrug off the exact chemicals that cosmetics rely on to stay clean on the shelf. A product's fancy salon pedigree doesn't change its base chemistry. The organism simply outsmarts the standard preservation methods.
Section 4. Understanding the health risks. Who is actually in danger?
Now, what's really interesting about this is the stark contrast in vulnerability. I want to keep this completely non-alarmist because the medical implications depend entirely on who is actually using the shampoo. The FDA and KO USA clearly state that healthy individuals face very little medical risk from exposure to these bacteria. Your body can typically just fight it off. However, immunocompromised individuals, so people with chronic illnesses, weakened immune systems, or folks recovering from surgery, they are highly susceptible to severe and potentially life-threatening infections. Let's detail those intense medical consequences, which, by the way, is exactly why the FDA categorized the Tech Italy situation as a Class 2 recall. Exposure to these pathogens can lead to pneumonia-like symptoms, urinary tract infections, and serious eye and respiratory diseases. In severe cases, particularly with that Klebsiella oxytoca, it can cause bloodstream infections or sepsis, and get this, that carries a terrifying 10 to 20% mortality rate for those serious infections. This is proof of exactly why these recalls are treated with such absolute priority.
Section 5. Check your bottles. Actionable steps for consumers. Okay, action time. If you use Ore products or you know someone who does, you need to physically go and check your bathroom cabinets right now. Seriously, I encourage you to pause and take a screenshot of this information. The affected Ore bottles were manufactured between February 21st and February 26th, 2026. You were looking for black printed lot codes on the bottom of the bottles, and they all start with the prefix YR. For the standard 8.5-ounce size, look for YR010556. If you have the massive 33.8-ounce size, check for YR010566 and YR010576.
So the absolutely crucial point is this: if your bottle matches those codes, the FDA and the manufacturer urge you to stop using the product immediately, completely regardless of your health status. Just do not risk it. You can arrange for safe disposal and get a replacement by calling the Cal Professional Hair Technical Hotline at 800-333-2442, or you can just email them at orebcomplaints@cal.com. Salons are also being actively instructed to pull these from use right now. Which leaves us with this pretty provocative final thought. When the very preservatives designed to keep us safe are outsmarted by resilient bacteria, what is actually inside your premium bathroom products? It completely shatters the illusion that a high price tag guarantees absolute safety. It's just a stark reminder to always stay informed, check those lot numbers, and never assume that paying a premium means you're immune to the realities of biology. I really hope this explainer gave you some valuable insight today. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll catch you on the next one.